Well, hello there. Are you scratching your head like this little kid when you think about measurement? Well, hopefully not after this lesson. So today we're going to talk about lesson 1.10, which has to do with U.S. customary units of length. So our lesson today, if you haven't quite figured it out, is how to convert units of length in the U.S. customary system. And what we're going to use to do this today is a measurement scale. So you can see here in white I have two different measurement scales. One of them has yards and feet, and one of them has feet and inches. Now the cool thing about these measurement scales is I don't really have to do any calculations for them if my number is on the scale. However, that's not always going to happen. So let's say that I have a problem that says if the length of a hippo is 3 yards, how could we use the measurement scale to determine the length in feet? So hippo, 3 yards. How many feet would that be? So can I use the scale to help me solve that particular problem? The answer is yes. So if you look at your scale, if you find 3 yards, which is here at the end, I can look below that and it tells me exactly how many feet that is. So that would be 9 feet. Pretty cool, right? So now let's look at a different problem. If the length of a coyote is 3 feet, so coyote, which is not my favorite animal because they like to eat chickens, but let's say it's 3 feet, and we want to try to figure out how many inches is that. So can we use the scale for that particular problem? Can you find feet and inches? So we look at the bottom scale, we find 3 feet, and look below that, oh wow, 36 inches would be my answer to that question. So our scale comes in handy. You might be thinking and figuring out right now what a mathematical way to solve that problem would be if I didn't have this nifty scale. So let's do some practice. Again, I've got the measurement scale at the top for you to take a look at, and this time we're going to use this in a table. So let's say that we have 1 foot How many inches would that be? Think about which one of those charts would you use, top or bottom. Hopefully you're looking at the bottom. All right, so 1 foot is going to be equal to 12 inches. What happens if I have 4 feet? How many inches would that be? Look at your scale, find 4 feet, look below that. How many inches is that? 48. Very good. So now what happens if I change your units? What if I have yards and I have feet? We're going to do the same kind of thing. You tell me, if I have 4 yards, how many feet is that going to be? Ooh, that one's not on our chart, is it? So how would we solve that particular problem? 4 yards. Well, if I know how many feet are in 1 yard, which happens to be 3, could I multiply? The answer is yes. So I could take 3 feet times 4 yards, and that's going to give me 12 feet. So 4 yards would be 12 feet. What if I have 6 yards? Could we use the same method? By George, we can. So that means if I know that 3 feet are in 1 yard, then I could take 3 times 6, which is 18. Okay, so you can use these measurement scales. They will get you started, but sometimes you're going to have numbers that are not on the scale. So you have to be able to figure out how much one of that particular unit is, and then you will either multiply or divide depending on how you are converting, whether you're going from a big unit to a small unit or a small unit to a big unit. And you can use the poster in my room to help you with that. The one that says Best Soccer Mom or Silly Babies Dancing. That will help you remember what you're going to do. So, what will we do in class? Well, we will practice converting between units of measurement using a measurement scale. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to see ya.